Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pleasure Whale Podcast. My name is Harrison Scopes. I'm here with Chris Waitkiss, as always, and we have a special guest today to join this Nightmare Blunt rotation. We have Nate Adamsky in the studio.
Hey.
We have
Nate.
comedian, musician, and what else do you do? Actor Nate Adamsky in the studio.
Best friend?
Also, just like one of my best friends in the world. This is our pilot episode for guests.
Yes.
So we are testing. You're the tester guester.
So if we don't crash.
And
I like to think of Nate as someone that has an agent, and that's it.
That's where you hold me.
No other notes.
You're like, he has an agent.
And
so
you know what?
he's-
She's pretty cute.
Is she really?
They're great. I love my.
He's like, I don't want to talk about cute my agent is on this podcast.
Yeah.
I will though. She's
I don't
pretty
want to-
cute.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. They're all
great.
gorgeous.
Yeah. What, the entire agency?
The whole agency.
Interesting.
All of them. I
I'm
love
looking
them.
for
Shout out
representation.
Jenny Strickland.
It's the
agency.
final agency. They
Thank
haven't.
you. Thank you for.
It's the final
agency. they haven't.
What does it mean to you if someone has an agent? Like, what kind of like? Why is that like a standard for you? You're like, oh, this is my friend. He has an agent. It's like, is that what you think? Is that how you introduce me to people?
No, I don't say
Or
that.
talk about me to other people, is rather.
No, I don't introduce other people like that, but internally, I know that you think you're better than me.
I don't think.
I think this is completely you.
I don't think that at all.
This is a Chris
I
Waitkiss
know I'm
original.
better than you. No,
I think this about all people, anybody in an agency.
no. I mean, there is an air of arrogancy. I will say. I mean, I worked
Yeah.
hard to get an agent, and I got it, and I'm better than you. No. But I don't actually feel that way. Obviously,
I don't think you're better than anyone.
I'm not.
I actually think you're one of the worst people that I know. If I'm being honest, when it
That's
comes
fair.
to rankings of people,
Anything.
like I
Expand on
love
that,
you more than a lot of people, but as a human, you are terrible.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm
Yeah.
not the best human.
Absolutely
I'd
garbage.
love to hear more about that because you guys go way back. You have quite the relationship.
But we kind of go way
yeah,
back.
we-
We
yeah.
gently go way back. We were estranged. we were estranged for the beginning years of our relationship.
Okay.
We
So
went
you met and were immediately
we went to
estranged.
high school together.
Yeah, we went. Yeah,
But we were in like
What?
adjacent friend
Were you
groups.
telling the love story?
different cliques.
Yeah, different. I'm telling
Gotcha.
our love story. Everybody
it's
loves to
cute.
hear our
I
love
know, It's
story.
cute. It's
What was
really
it?
cute.
Well, what was it like?
Okay.
Jocks and
no
theater geeks.
I like that you.
Are you putting him in the jocks?
I'm not a jock.
He's the jock.
Sorry,
What
Freddie
kind of jocks
Mercury
with your-
impersonators and Michael Jackson impersonators. Red leather jacket he's wearing. Red leather.
There's
jacket.
actually a picture in one of the yearbooks of me dressed as Michael Jackson for Halloween. I'm not even joking.
It's funny because
And it was young Michael, so he was wearing.
I was-
blackface and
oh my
everything.
God.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
it's
dude.
not even racist because
Yeah.
he became white at the end.
No. He did young Michael for sure. He's a young Michael Jackson impersonator.
Oh,
It's funny because
His favorite song is Ben.
I'm so fat I was the whole Jackson 5.
I went to college and gained the Jackson 15.
Hey.
Cut that.
In what world? We're telling our love story, dude. Do you not want to hear our love
Yeah,
story?
Dude, I was
We had-
asking questions about.
We
it.
had overlapping friends, but we were like not in like the same friend group.
Yeah, we had
But
overlapping friends.
Yeah,
And we
we knew each other.
we
knew
like
of
followed each other on Instagram, and we had one meeting apparently that I don't remember where I was going in to get gym supplements.
Yeah, you
and
don't
he
remember
was,
that?
and I don't remember
You
it.
rolled up in the old Corvette that you
Yeah.
had, and you were just like, "Stay up, player."
And,
Hell yeah.
and he was working at
That's
the
a joke I
bagel
do.
shop, and dude, stay
That's
up.
why
I
I like to-
say
that's
stay
why-
up player because
Yeah,
of
because
that.
of you.
Nice.
I say
Me
bye to
too.
people and I go stay up player, and
Yeah.
you've changed my
stay
Your
up,
lexicon.
my lexicon. Yeah,
It does make you look worse around black people. Just so you know.
I
That's
already
the
look
intent of the joke.
terrible around black people in
Oh, okay.
general, dude.
Good.
Yeah. Just
I
because
love-
they're so much
Not
better
good.
than me.
They all have agents.
So we were always kind of close by, but
Mhm.
then we both got cast in a pilot of a TV show called Ghost Army that was a really cool thing that we shot in the worst place in the United States, Needles, California. And we were staying in Laughlin, Nevada, which is, you probably are
I know-
familiar with, because Laughlin is like shitty
it's
Reno
close,
and Reno is
yeah.
like shitty Vegas. So it's like the farthest down the
Yeah.
totem pole of shitty states or
Does
cities.
Laughlin have
You can gamble.
casinos?
Yeah, you can.
Yes,
gamble on
dude.
Laughlin.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
gamble
yeah.
your life away by walking down the street, let me tell you.
Yeah, it's like it's not the best place to be.
Like because it's dirt roads. There's nothing there.
No, it's not dirt roads. It's just
It's just dirty.
It's just dirty. It's just
and
terrible and
gross and
gross.
sad. And
if
like,
you live in Laughlin,
everyone
I
is-
hope you get out. I mean,
if
good.
you're listening and you're from Laughlin.
They don't have computers.
leave.
they can't access this
I'm really
podcast.
trying to engage our Vegas or our Nevadan listenership, so this is not helping.
Oh, dude, no one from Laughlin is going to listen to this, dude. You need at least an iPhone for this. There's just no way.
All right, so you met on a show called Ghost Army
Yes.
that I've never seen. So
Yeah, we'll show it to you
It's,
sometime.
Yeah, actually, you haven't seen. That's kind of weird that he hasn't. I feel
We
like
gotta
I
show
feel
it
like
to you.
you
It's
should,
cool.
You should watch it.
So
I
we
would
shot
love to
this
watch
pilot for the show, and then I drove him to the.
who was the ghost?
It was my mother.
Had she died yet?
Dead mom.
She died
yeah,
a
she
month
had died
prior.
Yeah, she had just died.
Dude, she had
it was one of those
died.
things. And I think this is funny. Where it was just kind of like, oh my god, dude, how have you been? I haven't seen you since high school. And he's like, well, mom died.
Why
I
would you
was like-
open with
And
that?
I was like, oh, like, yeah, I saw that. Like fucking
just
idiot,
died,
idiot.
So we were driving
Oh my god!
there, and then we just slowly fell in love. And then over the course of the shoot, we just fell in love more and more.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, it was like, did we just become best friends?
And we did.
And we did.
And we literally did.
And we've stayed best friends ever since.
That's so interesting. Okay, so we don't know what happened with the show.
We're still.
Well, the
I
show
still
is-
have faith that
It went to a bunch of festivals. It's been in a lot of festivals
Yeah,
across the country,
it's
and
won
it's been
awards
used
and
as
stuff.
like
It's won awards and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's won.
It was like
It won something.
Yeah.
the Malibu.
Oh yeah, Malibu
International
Film
or
Festival, and there's
Oh, that's cool.
Ghost Army. It exists.
Yeah.
If you want to watch it, I don't know. I'll send you a link. I don't know if it's available anywhere else, but
I don't think it is.
Like an unlisted YouTube link.
yeah,
or
I have an
something?
unlisted Vimeo
think
link
it's
with a
Vimeo,
password.
yeah.
with a password.
With a password.
I don't
Yeah,
That's how you know it's good.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
That's like the Wu-Tang album that Martin Shkreli bought.
That's actually what they were hoping to do, but Martin didn't want to buy Ghost Army. so the big plan failed.
So you're driving back. You become best friends.
Yeah.
What are you doing when you're becoming best friends? Hanging out at each other's houses.
This guy was like, you do to me. He was like, you do stand up. Like for real, and for real is like what we're doing now. It's like at
Right.
that time he looked up to me.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah, I
it's like,
looked at the
We
history.
are doing it for real.
Yeah, we are doing it for real. No air quotes around what we're doing.
I know, but
we
I
do
felt
it
like
for
you
real.
thought my legitimacy was like way more than it was. I was like, you could be doing.
No,
what I'm
I
doing too.
didn't even think you were that legitimate. I was just like, if he can do it, I can do it. Come on.
You were like
Interesting.
No, I was
oh
excited.
My God,
Yeah.
you're at the comedy. I mean,
I mean, I wasn't sucking your dick about
were-
it.
you were a
You're
little
definitely
bit, a little
making this
bit.
conversation
He
up.
was- he
But
was.
I,
There's a
I
lot
like to admit it, but he was.
So I had
what I
been-
will say is, sorry if you don't mind. You guys clearly love each other.
Yes.
Like love, best friends. Like let's just trick the people into thinking that we're not gay for 2 seconds.
we're not tricking anybody.
Well, we're not tricking anybody. Okay, cool. Now we're back to sucking dicks. I feel good. I feel like we've come full circle. We've realized who we are. Anyway, so all right, so you both did stand up.
No, so I had been doing comedy and like entertainment for years, but I had never really dove into stand up because it was like the final frontier for me. It was what I always wanted to do, and it was the thing I was most afraid of, right? Whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then meeting him and becoming close friends, and he was just like, just come do my shows and I'll help you get on shows. And then it just really motivated me to be like, I want to make something of all of this, and this is somewhere. This is kind of like my landing point for everything I've been doing. And yeah, Nate was a huge motivator and a big factor in me finally doing what I always wanted to do.
That's nice. I would also say, dude, yes, find love in these moments. I heard a Larry David stand up joke. He's like,
He was in the show too.
he was in Ghost Army.
Yeah.
You're fucking kidding.
Yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
you are
yeah,
kidding.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
not. He was the ghost.
Don't take that away from my mom. She worked hard for that role.
She really. I mean,
Yeah,
she went.
did something
what's it
Larry
called?
David never did.
What's it called? Method. She went method.
She went method. Yeah.
she went method.
Definitely.
Larry David did a bit. I actually haven't heard the bit, so I'm telling this to you like third hand. But apparently, it's like he'll do a joke, and then if it starts bombing, he'll be like, "Hey, audience, this is what you're seeing right now is a man who is doing exactly what he wants with his life, and he's still miserable." And
Can't relate to that at all.
Yeah. I feel that.
yeah, exactly. Yes, but I was gonna say, I'm so glad you kind of do inspire a lot of people to become stand-up comedians or just like get more involved because we met in New York.
Yeah.
And
Our love story now.
our love
turn.
story was great.
Our turn.
Yeah, please,
All right.
feel free.
Yeah, may I? All right. So, I was filming a movie in Rhode Island, and me and my friend Nathaniel who you know and you know.
Yeah.
Me and Nathaniel,
It's
we
just
drove
himself.
across. Yeah. Just speaking of myself.
Me and my friend Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Say hi, Nathaniel. Hey, everybody. Hey.
He gave him a last name and everything. Sylvester. All right, sorry.
No, and this was, at the time I was leaving Topanga Canyon, which if you don't know what that is, it's like the hippie part of LA. And I'm just a hippie already. So Nathaniel hadn't seen him in like years and is like, hey, I'm shooting this movie in Rhode Island and I need you to come with me. And I was like, sure, yeah, whatever. Like, he's like, just come and assistant direct it. And I was like, absolutely.
What was that movie?
Les Maisons. And it's actually about to get released.
Oh, really?
Yeah. On,
Okay.
I don't know.
Look
It
at
was
6
Ghost
years
Army
later.
2,
Yeah,
dude.
It was actually Ghost Army 2.
Yeah. Ghost Army 2, Return of Harrison's mom.
Fuck, if that's what's gonna happen, we gotta shoot that movie because I am
sorry,
getting sad.
So sorry, dude. We do kind of have a rule that, like, well, with the exception of my being molested, I don't bring up. Everyone brings that up,
Why?
but
We don't have a rule. What rule are you talking about?
Also,
I try to never bring up
you're dead.
Yeah.
you do a
Gone
terrible
forever,
job. You bring it up
mother.
every
I know,
fucking
that's what he's
episode.
doing. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's like, I never try to bring your deceased, dead, never coming back mom.
So anyway, you go to do this movie.
So I go
Les
to this
Maisons.
movie, Les Maisons, and I drive across the country, and I'm making a bunch of stops in a bunch of cities and doing shows. And I'm like making a little tour of it.
Yeah.
And are you making fun of the fact that I said Les Maisons?
I was gonna say this is Les Miserables. That's good. It's good.
I didn't write it. I just assistant directed it, and it was a super fun shoot. But anyway, so we drove across the country. I was making a bunch of stops, doing shows. I kind of made it like a little tour sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started stand up in New York, so it was cool to be back. And I went to the first club I ever performed in.
Yeah,
stand-up,
Broadway.
the Broadway Comedy Club.
Yeah, it's a shithole, but we love it.
In New York,
But it's a shithole.
It is a shithole, but we love it. I agree. Yeah,
It's good.
it's charming.
There's a mystique to it.
There is a mystique
A lot
to
of people.
it.
A lot of people start there. Not a lot of people. Some people finish there.
After we shot the movie in Rhode Island, I was like staying in Queens for a couple months just to chill,
Hell yeah!
and I was doing shows all over the city.
Thank you.
And we met after the show, and I remember you came up to me and you're like, "So what's the?" I was like dressed eccentrically like I always am,
Yeah.
and you were like, "So what is this? You're just like that? What's your story?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just like this," and you're like, "Oh, cool. I'm actually moving to LA," and I was like, "Oh, hit me up.
Yes.
I'm about to move there." Or you were like,
I was about to move there.
you were about to move there, and I was like, hit me up, and then same thing. Got you on shows, tried my best.
Dude, our
to get
love
you on
story is
shows.
better.
Yeah,
way
it's
better,
definitely
way better, way better.
Dude, speaking of dressing
Way
essentially, I gotta
better.
get these pants on camera.
Yeah, get those pants on cam.
And my fucking sandals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby.
He's doing a little you look so good on the top, and then you not that you look bad on the bottom. It's just so different.
Well, I'm in Zen mode. I'm in maximum Zen mode because I got
So
a
you just got a
massage before the
so
pod.
You and the missus, you had. I have to put this. This has.
Yeah,
to
I
be
bought
bottom.
her
It doesn't
a
have to
massage
be.
for her birthday, and then I got a massage. We got massaged. Did okay. So here's the thing about this massage.
Yeah,
Here's
tell us.
here's
Happy
here's
ending.
the thing.
I need to ask.
Okay, so because of my TBI, not traumatic brain injury, traumatic ball sack injury. The listeners
dude,
know.
Did you see the picture?
Self-inflicted. I hate him for it.
Yeah, I showed it to him, and he recoiled and practically fell into the wall.
It's disgusting. It's
disgusting.
We're gonna have an image right here.
No, we're not.
Dude, he showed it to me, and it's coming out on the next episode that is about to be released like tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this is bad. Like,
Yeah.
it was
It's
so,
gnarly.
It's so gross.
So because of that, for the last like 4 days, my D&Bs have been out of commission.
Mm-hmm.
And
Dave and Buster's?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can't play any
So I had to go to
games.
Chuck E. Cheese instead. No, okay. So my
Where the
D&Bs.
kids
Is that where they found you?
No,
Okay.
no. I was at home.
That's where
So,
a kid can be a kid.
My D&Bs, my D&Bs have been out of commission. And because of that, I haven't been able to jerk off or have sex or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm 4 days deep into no touching myself. I'm getting a massage tomorrow. I was like,
Oh.
I'm going to get a fucking boner.
Uh-huh.
And so I was all like self-conscious about it. So last night I had to like jerk off against my will. I had to have
I
like
see.
a painful.
Wait, so you did it?
Last night, because I was like, dude, I can't. If I don't jerk off right now, I'm gonna get a
You
massage.
can
And
do
I'm
it
just
really
gonna come.
slowly.
Yeah,
There's like an edge. You can like, have you heard of edging?
Yeah, but I mean,
Slow.
but my whole situation down there is unwell,
Yeah.
and so I like was just like, all right, this just has to happen.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. So last
Sick
night I had
pup.
the saddest, just
you're kind of a masochist.
status
I feel like.
quo.
You like
jerk
pain.
off.
He's into that.
No,
He kinda
dude,
is. He
I'm
kinda
not
is
into
in a
pain. I
way.
am so not into pain.
What are you talking about? You totally got a back injury on purpose.
Yeah, dude, you're like always. Yeah, you're always complaining about your back, but like you bite your lip when you do it. You're like,
Oh, so funny. So funny. So true.
you're like,
He
"Oh, my
totally
back."
loves it.
Have you guys gotten?
I've always wondered
Oh, my back hurts.
Oh, my back. Yeah. I've always wondered with the massage tables for this reason, they should have 2 holes, one for the face and then one for if you get an erection.
I
you could
agree.
just go
To
right
milk,
through.
like a milking
Yeah,
table.
like a milking table.
Not like a milking.
That's exactly
thing.
what you're
That's the thing. That's
describing.
literally a
That's
thing.
literally what you are describing.
Why do you know? I didn't know that existed. I'm starting to think you guys are perverts.
Well,
What?
Well,
a milking table?
You know what a
of all-
milking table is?
No.
A Dude, a milking table is a massage table with a hole for your dick underneath.
dick, dude.
And like there's porn videos where the girl will just be sitting underneath and it's just girl and dick. It's like an upside down glory hole.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. That is
Boom.
hilarious. That is
Nobody's got that
hilarious.
kind of girth.
What do you
That's
mean?
ridiculous.
Speak for yourself, dude.
Yeah,
That
Harrison
hole?
has a Magnum dong.
I do have a Magnum dong. I need an extra large table.
He does. When he
That
sent
hole
me
is way too
when
big.
he sent me the picture of his balls, dude, he had to send it in 2 messages because the dick was just so big.
It's true.
I love how you take
had to
a
split
medical
them up.
emergency as an opportunity to have a
Dude,
dick pic.
for the record, I did a very close-up crop. There was barely even any ball. It was all just it was all just mutilated flesh.
I mean, I definitely saw the flesh, and I
looked like-
just a smidge, just like the silhouette of a ball.
yeah, it was tasteful. I've said it to my female friend.
Definitely
This is
wasn't
gonna be-
tasteful.
there's nothing tasteful about it for sure.
Yeah,
This is gross imagery, but I think it was like when you peel like your finger.
Oh!
And it like
I do
look
know.
just like that.
I do
was
know.
kinda
I only
like-
have 8
It's
toenails.
kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. I remember that. You
Yeah.
guys are talking about that's disgusting. You're a sick
Okay,
fuck.
you literally just
You're-
described something that I do regularly. Whatever.
Also sick as fuck. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Gross.
But
You
we're
do
the
it by
same.
choice.
You do it by choice.
What do you
Dude,
do it
Your
by?
ball sack looks like John Carpenter directed it. Like, it looks like the fucking thing, bro.
I've been calling it the thing for a long time. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Oh God! All right, everybody, riffs. Other
Go.
John Carpenter movies.
Go.
Riffs.
Go.
Other John
Terminator.
Carpenter movies.
It doesn't make sense for
That's
this
James
one.
Cameron.
Double dumb.
Jesus
You're
was a
right.
carpenter.
It is. Yeah.
That's all I know.
My sack is not godly. I'll tell you that.
No, I know, but I only know so few things about carpentry. Who's John Carpenter?
John Carpenter's the director of the Fog, the original Fog, The Thing.
The
He's a
Fog.
horror
That's a-
director. Is he in the original Halloween?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a very famous
Why did I
horror
say that so
director.
unsure?
The greatest horror movie of all time, in my opinion, The Thing.
Isn't that
all time.
isn't the greatest horror person like Hitchcock?
Well, I mean, it's a different
It's
different generation.
Different type of horror.
I
I
see.
would say.
And
He's
Hitchcock
more of a thrillerist.
And Hitchcock also has his like work
Thrillist.
suffers from half of it is almost intolerable because of when it was shot.
For you,
Oh, Hitchcock.
For your average person-
there's some shit that still holds up.
No, there totally is, but that's what I'm saying. Half of it, the first half of his
Yes.
like body of
Oh,
work
you're
is a
saying-
little
I see
bit
what you're
like
saying.
it's
Isn't
a
the
little bit too
Birds,
oldie
like-
timey. The Birds is in color,
Okay.
but his beginning stuff is like very oldie timey, black and white, like
Isn't,
static shot.
Isn't the one where they're in the bathtub?
Psycho,
American Psycho.
not
Just
American
Psycho.
Psycho.
No, just Psycho. American
Yeah.
Psycho is a different movie.
Christian Bale.
Yeah. Okay, but Psycho, that's supposed to be like a classic black and
It is a
white.
classic.
It is.
Yeah. okay.
Psycho's good,
And that's withstand the test of time forever. That's like
Yeah.
forever.
Exactly.
but there are some that don't.
Let's pivot. How do we feel about John Denver? Instead
What
of John-
about him?
Do you know who that is?
Like
Yeah.
the country singer.
Yeah, he sings
Like
Country,
Country
Roads.
Roads?
Yeah.
What about him?
Nothing. I just think he's a good singer.
You're like, speaking
just wanna
of
pivot?
Johns, you're like,
Speaking of people named John,
we're doing Johns now.
I
on
would have
this
gone John
episode.
Lennon if we
Yeah,
were
me
if
too.
we were
Yeah,
going to
your
pivot
music?
to a
Yeah,
different
No, 'cause
John.
you had
John
you had
Legend,
Carpenter, and
John
I was like,
Lennon.
Carpenter.
Way better Johns.
Okay.
I'm gonna go use the John.
John. I'd rather use the John than listen to John Denver.
Who's
Country Road.
Got him. Got
Dude,
him in the back.
so all
I
we
love
got-
hearing them laugh. I'm
Those
like, oh,
are
I'm
the-
doing
I know,
good.
I know.
Those are the only laughs we get. Are the in the booth
Yeah, we're
laughs?
obsessed with the
Yeah.
booth laugh, and they don't even bleed through to the to the
then
pods.
record it.
So
We just- it's just for
It
us.
just sounds like us. It's our
Yeah.
jolliness in response to their laughter.
Yeah.
Right.
It's perfect.
Yeah, we're like, hell yeah, dude, the booth loves us. But here's the thing. We don't know if the booth represents the population.
That's true.
That's true. That's true.
And I'm actually, now that I hear their laughs, I'm pretty sure they don't.
Their opinions are biased too. You're paying them to laugh.
Damn.
You're paying them to film and laugh. Like, just no, I'm not. I see you. Yes, you are. You're being paid to laugh.
They stand by. They refuse to laugh for nothing. I
believe that. I'm just joking.
Well, the worst part is this. Every episode, we're like, hey, what'd you think? For real, give us an honest critique.
And then every time they're just like, that was great.
Yeah.
And like there's some episodes where I know it wasn't great.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, level. It's like when you have a bad set and somebody's like, hey, good set. And you're like, dude, fucking stop it,
That
dude.
makes me so mad.
We've thrown out
Not
a
a
couple
good set.
stinkers, and they have just let it
they
go.
refuse.
They're acting like the fart didn't smell. 100%. and
started stinking.
And we love you. We love you, Booth. Anyway. All right, so what do we?
We got our magical guest here, so I feel like we should talk more about our magical guest. And I feel like there's two things that you have done that I want to talk about, and I'll let you decide which one we talk about first. One is something you did a while ago, a music video, and
have we talked about this already?
No, we haven't talked about
like
it.
outside.
We talked about this.
And then the other thing I want to talk about is, of course, your album.
Okay, cool.
So the album is important because you guys should listen to it. Nerves, Nerves, Nerves by the Boland Underground.
How do you say it?
Nerves, Nerves, Nerves.
No.
The band?
The Boland Underground.
It's Boland?
I
What
say
do you think
both.
it is?
I say both. I interchange it, and I'm in the band.
Oh, okay.
So
good.
don't trip about it, because people are always coming out. They're doing the same thing. They're like, wait, how do I say it?
I say
Boland,
and
or
I'm like,
Boland?
I
say
don't know,
Boland.
dude. I just make the music,
dude,
man.
come on, dude. Fucking
It's
who
spelled
cares?
Boland.
It's
but
my
I don't
friend's
care.
shitty band. I don't care about the name.
You love it. We came number one on your.
No,
on
you're
your
not number
raps.
one, but you did beat the Rolling Stones.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
On my iTunes rack. I don't have.
How often do you listen to
doesn't
this?
use Spotify.
I don't use Spotify, so I buy all my music. So this is a wacky ranking. But in the list of music that I listen to, but I haven't purchased, which I have purchased your album, so it doesn't fully count. His stuff is pretty high up there.
Yeah, he's got good stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I mean, thank you. First of all,
Well, let's talk. Let's do the album first.
Let's talk album.
we're
Yeah, I
already
feel like
on it.
we're
We're already
on
on it.
album. We're on album.
Nerves. I'm on pins and
Yeah,
needles.
dude,
I'm
fucking-
nervy, dude.
Ooh, feeling nervous.
Somebody get me an Ativan.
Yeah, dude. We released an
They don't
album.
make those anymore.
Somebody get
Is
me a
Ativan?
Xanax.
What is Ativan?
It's
like
just
a
like
Xanax.
Xanax.
It's old
It's a
Adderall.
Valium.
Oh.
No. Ativan is like a calm down drug.
Oh.
Ativan, Valium, Xanax, they're all in the same. They're all
Yeah.
benzos.
And so what we're saying to the listeners is just, try all of them. Mix
all
them together.
I have.
They have the same effects.
Don't mix them. Don't mix them.
listen.
Hey, but if you are, do it before you drive.
Oh my god,
Dude, one time he tells us I'm sorry, we should talk about
No,
Nerves,
you're
Nerves,
good.
Nerves.
I don't care.
He tells a story about being pretty high on the 10 freeway or the 110
101, yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah.
101.
Yeah, when I was 18. I mean, just to.
That makes it better.
I
I was 18.
Well, just don't judge by decision making.
No, yeah, it's I forget why I bring that up. It was funny at the time.
what were you high on? Xanax?
Just weed.
Or
Oh my
weed.
god, I would never drive on
Yeah. I was
only
like,
marijuana.
okay,
No,
okay,
I'm
yeah.
generally a very safe.
Weed is not
yeah.
as bad. I thought in my head it was like Xanax. I
Oh
was like,
god,
that's
no.
awful. At least you don't drink.
Dude, the first time I ever took Xanax, my friend was just like, "Just take the whole bar." Like he just was kind of like
Crazy.
whatever. And I remember I took the bar of Xanax and then I sat down and went like through my nightly routine. And I think I was like 18 or 19, and I fell asleep jerking off
Yes.
with my dick in my hand.
So
My
funny.
computer
Classic.
opened a Pornhub,
It is.
and I woke up the next day at like. Dude, I fell asleep. I just zonked out at like 10 p.m. And then I woke up the next day at like noon in the same position in my parents' house. Like, door was not locked.
anyone could walk in.
Anyone could have walked in and just seen me just dick in hand.
You know what's crazy? I had the exact same experience on Oxycontin. The
Really?
I swear to God, exact same experience. I was like, all right, I got to do something to like kind of calm the nerves or get recentered, get focused. So I do the jerking off.
Yeah.
And didn't finish. Woke up in the exact same position the
Yep.
following day.
Yep.
Yeah, it was wild.
That's the life, baby.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was like, I should really take a serious hard look at my life.
Here's a question.
Dude, if you were on Oxys, you were taking a soft look at your life. Not a hard one, baby.
Well, that's the question.
Good point.
Did you finish when you woke up? Were you like, well, I'm already there
Every morning.
every morning?
No, dude. When I woke up, I was like, "Oh fuck," because I was like, it was like, I didn't even know what I was getting into. So when I woke up from that experience, it was like, it wasn't like it was the first time I'd ever taken a drug like that, so it wasn't like a. I
what were
woke
you
up
on again?
freaked
Sorry,
out.
I missed that.
It was a whole bar of Xanax, which is way too much Xanax
Never
to take when you've
fun.
never taken it.
It does seem like a lot. Yeah.
It was a lot.
Is it similar to heroin at all?
No, it's completely different.
Oh,
Completely different.
because I think heroin people wake up like that too. I'm just saying.
What, like with the dick in their hand?
No.
Oh, that's how I wake up. That's just because I'm fat.
That's just
though.
sleep
That's just
apnea.
I just, like,
You should hear him snore, dude. It's
I can wake the
unbelievable.
dead. I can wake the dead with the snore. I swear to God, dude. It's awful.
It's the worst
so
snore I've
bad.
ever met. Dude.
It's so bad.
We had to sleep in the same bed in the Coachella Valley a couple months ago. and by which I mean he slept, and I went out and slept on the couch of my dead friend's parents
Oh, God.
because
Huh?
I was like, I just can't even.
I felt so bad.
He was.
We
yeah.
had driven so far to go to this comedy festival that we were in.
Oh
in
yeah,
Coachella. You know, like
Yeah,
Coachella?
I've heard about it.
It's really good. Yeah,
It's fun, and we
Very
drove
cool.
out
The
there.
guy puts it into, yeah, it's really cool that he does it.
And we stayed with my friend who's dead. His parents. We stayed at their house.
yeah,
Yeah,
Because his bedroom open and available.
sure.
It's not like he's
It's not like he's
using it.
using it.
Oh.
Shout out Ruben.
It's his final resting place.
And
It was my final resting place.
yeah, it was almost mine. So
It was- yeah.
we get there, he falls asleep, is snoring like a fucking animal, and then I was
It's
up
bad.
all night.
It's
And I
bad,
got like an
dude.
hour of
Assault's
sleep on their couch.
understatement.
I just gave up and I was just like, you know what? This is probably not appropriate, but I'm going to go sleep on their couch in the middle of their fucking living room in their small ass house.
How'd your sets go? His
Killed.
good. His
I
great.
killed. I killed.
We killed at the real. So
Yeah, there were two.
there were two shows. The first, I'm not afraid to say the first one was terrible. They know it was
Awful,
terrible. The
awful.
first show was awful.
It was at
so
this place
I'm not
called-
going to say the name of the bar though.
Why not? It's
Because
such a good name.
no, I don't want to say the name of the bar. That's the one. We shouldn't say the name of the bar. But we showed up to his
Wait,
bar.
why?
I don't know. I just want to be.
Was the
named
show
after-
bad or was the bar bad?
I think both.
Oh, well then now you can't.
Definitely both.
Definitely both. So we showed
100%.
up.
I will. I don't mind saying the name, but
We showed
it's
up
your
to the bar.
podcast.
Are you guys playing like a game of chess that I can't see?
No,
Yeah,
no.
bro.
So we showed up to this fucking. So we're at the Coachella Valley Music Festival, not music festival, comedy festival.
Yes.
We show up to this brewery where they have like 2 rooms. They're awesome. They're really cool. They're great. And they're like, we have a second location that you guys are doing your show at. And so we were like,
drove, like,
okay.
how
Yeah, we
many-
drove like
what, 3,
fucking a million hours in
4
traffic.
hours?
Or no, it was the night before. We drove through the night. So we show up to the second location, and it is like biker bar, skinhead, Nazi vibes.
I walk in there and
Big time.
I turned to Harrison.
I turned to you, and I go, "Is it okay to be?" I said, "Do you think it's okay to be Jewish in here?" And no.
He probably had black
You say it
fingernails.
on stage.
Oh,
So I
that's
say
right.
to him, "Do you think it's okay to be Jewish in here?"
That's right,
And we
that's
like
right.
laugh about it,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because like I feel like that's the general Jewish thing is you kind of joke
Well-
about being unwelcome, but generally you are welcome. Like I feel like people don't generally really actually care. I mean, we've had some weird
I don't know.
experiences.
I've had
you
anti.
Jewish?
Yeah.
So I said, "Is it okay to be Jewish in here?" We walk in, and then he takes that and he riffs it on stage. The show is for like 20 people that didn't know there was a show coming. They're all like skinhead biker people. It's
There's
atrocious.
a table of just Nazis.
It's dude. It's
Like-
so bad.
Like it says, like reserved.
This is reserved for Nazis.
Reserved
Yes.
for. Okay. If you're not wearing
Dude,
Hugo
in the
Boss, you can't sit
bathroom,
here.
dude, in the bathroom there was a guide to drinking and driving. It wasn't like don't drink and drive. It was
Right.
like if
It's
you
like
drink
how.
and drive, here's what you do
Yeah.
if you get pulled over. It was
When?
crazy.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
gets on stage,
Yes.
and then he goes. When we were walking in here, my buddy turned to me and he goes, "Hey, is it okay to be Jewish in here?" Like thinking it was going to be a funny riff,
Howling
right?
laughter.
Dude.
Complete
No,
silence,
silence,
and then in the
bro.
back,
What?
somebody goes, "I knew it." Which is the exact opposite thing you want to hear when you admit to a crowd of scary people that you're Jewish.
I knew it.
I knew it.
Real loud like that too.
And they felt so bad for us because they put us on that show that they let us headline the real festival.
Yeah, which
they
is
gave us
cool.
the final spots on the good. We initially were only going to do that show.
yeah.
And then they
Go.
were like, ugh.
And it was actually
then
our buddy's girlfriend.
our
who
buddy's
was like-
girlfriend
she
went
was
to the
like-
organizer and was like, these
they're
guys.
Like, they like came so far. They're like really good.
Yeah.
Like, how could you do that?
How did you do on the other show?
we killed.
Killed.
We killed.
I got some really good crowd work stuff.
Yeah, we had a
which
really
was
fun time at the
good,
real
and-
show.
How
and it
did
was
the
super fun. Like the whole thing. The whole
The whole
thing is
experience
really
was fun.
great. Yeah.
But if we hadn't been able to do the second show, it would have been it would have been like the most tragic road story.
Yeah, totally.
It sounds like that festival's poorly run.
No,
it's not.
Actually, it's not.
The main location is really well run. They rented the second location because they thought the outdoor spot at the good spot was going to maybe be compromised by wind. So it was like a backup that they had, and they were still running shows there. So the actual thing is great. We love the festival.
Okay.
Shout out Dakota Miracle.
Yeah.
However, the second location was atrocious, and we had the worst time ever.
Yes. Yeah. Totally.
Okay, noted.
No, but it's really cool. And if you ever get invited to do it, I would say definitely.
Yeah, you should definitely do it.
Definitely
It's
do
cool.
it. It's super fun.
It
And
sounds great.
A lot of hip people go there that are like the same scene as us that you see around at shows in LA. And they
Oh yeah, okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great time. We were talking about something completely
His album.
different.
We were talking about the album.
Yes, Nerves.
Yes.
Nerves by the
Yes.
Boland or Boland
Boland.
Underground.
It's spelled
The
Boland.
Boland.
The Boland
Yeah.
Boland.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Tell us about
What
it.
do you
I'm a
wanna
tough
ta-
critic.
What do you want to? Yeah, Harrison only listens to like dad rock, really though.
Yeah.
He's also like he gets a little finicky. It's like very Jewish of him. He's like very stuck in his ways.
I'm a tough
I
critic.
can't say that, but I
I'm
agree
a
with you.
tough
Yeah,
critic,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I am
He's-
honest, and I really like a lot of their music. And if you know me,
Yes.
you know that is like I think his rap sucks. I'm not afraid to tell him.
First of
He's
all,
a terrible
this is the
rapper.
first time I'm hearing this.
He's I've just
I didn't
never
even know
listened
you
to it.
could
I'm
rap.
totally
I
kidding.
didn't even know you rap.
Okay.
What the fuck?
It's a joke.
I'm shooketh.
I've never listened to any of your rap.
Have you?
That
made-
almost hurts worse.
But I think it sucks regardless. But I think his music is. I think just by knowing you, it probably sucks. But you,
that's wrong.
I don't
That's
know.
100% wrong, and that's what we're gonna do after this
Should
episode's
we
over.
listen to you.
freestyle?
Got my homie named Chris. His rap it fucking sucks.
You gonna rhyme something?
Just like
No.
the-
You're the rapper.
Dude, I fucking want to kick you like a duck. Okay, let's tell me. All right, hold on. We're getting way off
Moral
track.
of the story:
I got
tough critic.
bars.
His shit is good.
Yeah,
I feel like you're great. Well, you're a great comedy writer, so you must be good at making like good raps.
thanks, Nate. I think you're in on the podcast now.
You think he can
Yeah,
pay for a part of this? He
Yeah, I
can't.
can't,
He
I
can't
can't
afford
afford to do
it.
this podcast.
Well, we'll bring in Nathaniel, dude.
Another person who can't
Fourth
afford
chair,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so I've listened to your music. I'm a big fan of your music.
Thank you.
My take, and I actually this is one of one of my favorite things about your music is you have a very specific vibe. It actually kind of has a thriller element to it, or like a Halloweeny vibe.
I agree. There's a Halloweeny vibe. Yes.
Definitely.
And so not only is it good for the seasons, but if you're in like a weird mood, you can
It's like a
sink
good late
into
night
the Boland
drive.
Underground.
Yeah.
Yes. And so the Boland Underground. Either way, whatever, however you want to say it. But and your album is titled Nerves. So it's like everything that you're putting out really creates this sense of angst. And I wonder, like, is that intentional?
Definitely, yeah, definitely. I think, well, first of all, me and Nathaniel, we came together originally to create the project, just me and him.
Yeah.
And it's grown so much since then. But when we first were creating the music together, we very much were like, let's give it this sense of anxiety and let's give it this sense of fear, because we were both going through like a really crazy transitional time. COVID had just happened like a couple years prior. I think we started making music in 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so we were both just kind of like. Also, we wanted it to be more than just a music project. Like we're very much we call it like an art project.
The visuals are incredible
Right,
too. Yeah.
and like the big like overlapping theme that we like kind of try to throw in, and like that you can feel through the music, is that it's like kind of mirroring society, and it's like this dark underbelly of like the things that we don't really like to express or talk about. Yeah, so that, I mean, I'm really glad that comes through in the music, and I'm glad that you enjoy that.
Yeah, well, the thing that I really like about it is it does come through. There's a lot of angst. You mentioned fear. You mentioned the dark underbelly. All of that stuff comes to light, and yet when I'm listening, I feel comfortable. I feel like I'm not like in a scared screamo kind of place where I want to like take this out of my ear. I'm like, oh no, I'm settling into the vibe that is the Boland Underground and Nerves. So it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, and that's
You know what I
awesome.
mean?
And that's also really good to hear, because that's like, yeah, like you said, it's doing what it's supposed to do. You know?
Do you have a favorite song?
No, I mean, dude, once I like finish a song, I'm like, I never want to hear it again. Ever.
I have a favorite song.
And
It's
then-
the song, the self-title song. It's a song that's
that's-
Nerve is
That's everyone's.
is-
That seems to be the hit. That's like the one that's doing the best
That's the hit?
on the
Yeah.
on the album at least. Yeah, and I kind of knew that going in.
You knew,
There, well, when we're making the music, I'm like, okay, this one's the hit. Or
Right.
Like I don't say it until it's like done, but like
you can tell.
I can kind of tell, and I'm like,
Mhm.
or I'm like, or even when I like to be like, okay, I want to make this like more pop. I love pop music, and the
Mhm.
thing about
Sure.
pop music is that like any genre is pop. You know what I mean? As long as it's like popular, like you listen to like any, you know what I
Yes.
mean? So for me, it's like, okay, what can I mean, sometimes, not always, but like sometimes it's like, what can I make that like can really just get stuck in your head and make you feel a certain way,
yeah.
you know? And so that nerves is like totally that. And
That's so
also
cool.
exploring these themes. Like that song specifically, when we were playing with it, I was like, I want to make a song that kind of like is about being controlled a little bit. And also controls you in the song because it has the claps and it makes you want to clap along to
Yes.
it. So it's like kind of gaslighting you into clapping along with the song.
That's most songs are gaslight. None of the songs are asking you for anything. They're gaslighting.
They
you.
are. No, I believe that because I think a lot of the songs are like, they're like spells in a lot of way. You know
I'm
what I
not
mean?
on the
They're like,
stairway to heaven.
they're like, no, you're definitely, you're
I'm on the highway to
you're
hell,
on the-
baby.
Yeah.
They,
don't
they
know.
wrote that song for most Jews.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, really?
Which is a Jewish anthem. Yeah,
Is that
Highway to
true?
Hell. Yeah,
There's
we're
no
not,
way
we're not
that's
getting
true.
in.
Look that up.
That's definitely not
I don't
true.
want that to be
It's,
right.
You don't need to look that up. It's
That's
I
not
made it
true.
up.
That's-
Oh, okay. No, you don't need to look it up.
Not
it's,
true.
It's a lie that I made up.
That's so funny.
So where are we out on all platforms? Are we ready to go?
Yeah, we're on all platforms. Albums released. We actually just released just like a single the other day, like a dancey kind of single.
Did you know about this?
Yeah, I don't like it.
You're not gonna like it. It's not. It's very different.
See, I'm
than the
honest.
album.
I'm completely
No,
honest.
it's not for him. But he doesn't have good taste. He really doesn't. He's a very simple-minded taste. He doesn't have. He does, and he's not open to. And he's not
I'm
open to
open. I listen
expanding
to
his-
everything. I listen to
Yeah,
everything.
then
I'm
he
just
puts
honest.
it down immediately. He puts
Yeah.
it down immediately.
Their new single, but the album's so good, dude. You guys should definitely listen to the album.
Is your new single's not on the album?
No, it's not. No, we're gonna.
Dude, thank
I guess
God.
I could tell you, I could say this now. I don't really care, but we're trying to do another EP in the next few months. So.
Oh, that's great.
We have so much music. It's kind of absurd. It's like it's dumb how much music we have.
Well,
just
and
sitting on the back burner.
I mean, that's what they say though, right?
Yeah.
You make 100 songs, pick your best 10, boom,
Right,
that
yeah,
becomes the
exactly,
album,
exactly.
or whatever. And it takes I want to say that it takes less time to make music, and you guys might disagree with me. I think it takes less time to produce songs that can like live and be acceptable than it does to like write jokes that can stand the test of time.
I don't think
Yeah.
jokes almost ever stand the test
I
of
agree.
time. It's very rare that I feel like a joke actually is good in 20 years.
I try to write jokes that are. I mean, the reason I don't do political or topical stuff is because
Because you want it to last.
I want the
yeah.
jokes to be evergreen.
I don't do topical
Yeah,
or
but the thing
political
about
that much
the thing
either.
about topical and political is that it does last because history repeats itself, and then once that topic you were talking about 10, 15
Comes
years
back.
ago comes back, they're gonna
That's
repost it and be like,
true.
Yeah.
whoa, he was saying this before.
Yeah.
Look at how
Like,
backwards.
That's a
we're
good
going."
point.
Like
That's
people
actually a
used to
good
wear
point.
those pants that you're wearing right now.
I know,
out.
dude. This
Yeah.
is like this is 80s vibes,
Yeah.
dude.
So I do think
For those that are not watching, I'm wearing
political's fine.
purple tiger pants.
Did we not bring that up already?
Well, I don't know.
We didn't. I don't think
I think we described it
explicitly
for the
said-
non-watchers.
All right, so Boland Underground, can't wait. The album's out.
The album. We dropped the album on the 13th of October. It happened to be Friday the 13th, so that was like super tight.
It
Yeah.
makes perfect sense. It's been out for a month, and
Yeah.
I haven't listened to the entire.
thanks for
awesome.
thanks for listening.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, no, and it's a huge collaboration. I mean, I'm only one of the main brain children, like Nathaniel. is,
I left a
like,
water bottle in their studio and it
huge.
wound up on a song. So
That's
Really?
Yeah.
What does it say? Like
Not-
it's a
not on the
drum. It's a
album,
drum.
though.
It's not on the album, man. One of their
It's on a
singles.
single.
Oh, I thought you
on
like-
the EP, but he left his hydro flask in the studio, and we had our drummer Dave. We did it like where we set up pots and pans and like shit for a song. Because we're always like, people always talk about doing that, and like we never do. Think no one ever really does it, and then we
Right.
did it. And we like he's playing like on a dog bowl, he's playing on a giant trash can, and like on pots and pans. You can
And
see
my
the video on
hydro
our
flask.
Instagram.
And
It's
your
hydro
hydro flask.
flask, and you can hear it very prominently in the song. It's like,
Yeah.
"Dong." It's like a bell almost.
does it make a cool sound?
It does.
It
It's
does.
really
Okay,
sick.
great.
Yeah, it's really sick, and it's really prominent. Like you'll hear it and be like, oh,
Did you
that's-
get
that's the
credited for
hydro
that?
flask. He did in spirit.
Yeah, in spirit. I don't need real credit.
You could.
I
see
don't
it
deserve
in the video.
I don't deserve any real credit for leaving a water bottle at my friend's house. But
well, let's talk. You want to go ahead?
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So I'd love to quickly touch on your music video because I just think it's funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you want to talk about that.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. I don't care.
And then I also my other thing that I thought, since we're all here, I thought it'd be funny if we all told the story of our worst bomb.
Oof. Okay, yeah, that's fun.
Because we got 3 comics here together.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it's the first time we've had a guest. And I fucking love you. I love you. Our love runs deep. If you guys don't understand. I love both of these boys. These guys are like the representation of everything I care and believe about as far as my artistic expression.
Yeah.
You're both people I look up to. You're both people that I love. I'm just happy you guys are here. I'm just happy to have this group. You know, I love you guys.
Yep.
All right, now get your cocks out.
Do you have anything?
Good. Yeah, you're pretty cool. Just like you give the most heartfelt message.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
No, I love you guys. I think
I got something for Harrison.
as someone who like has been in the comedy game for a super long time and who's like trying to explore other outlets, you know, I think that like someone who's like stepped back more from comedy and sees that you guys are
you stepping
still
back?
going.
You've stepped back?
A little bit. I'm not like I'm not stepping back. Like I'm still doing my show because it's like, you know, why not?
Yeah,
but
the show at Tarantula.
Like
Please
they
check
just
that out.
offered me a slot at the store and I was like, I don't even want to do that because I haven't even practiced, bro. I haven't gone up in like.
Take it.
Like a
you
month
get
or
ready.
two.
You stay
Like
ready. So
almost
you don't have
2
to get
months.
ready. You're ready. Go get it.
Yeah, I just love it the same. I'm like so much more into the music right now because the music's just so easy comparably to me right now in
And I
this
heard-
moment, and it's overflowing. It's not.
No,
know,
I
it's
get
not
this.
one
I
thing.
heard this today. This is a Steve Harvey thing.
Yeah.
But
I love Steve Harvey quotes.
yeah,
he's
they're-
good.
they're very
He's
good.
Very inspirational.
They're very
sometimes.
inspirational.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
and what does he say? He says, he said, what is your gift? Like everyone's got a gift in life. What is your gift? Your gift is the thing you do the best with the least amount of effort.
Right.
So if it's coming easy to you, that's your gift. Anything that you're trying to do and struggling with, you're going to be unhappy.
I felt that way about comedy after like trying hard and struggling
Yeah.
in other avenues. Like acting for me was always like a big dream, and I still want to act. I still
Right.
do act, but it's definitely not number one. Like once I started doing comedy, I was like, oh yeah, this is the driving force. This is the thing.
Well, it just happens more naturally.
Yeah, this is more natural for me, and then all the other stuff
I
will
never
fall in
thought I
line.
was going to be a stand-up. I like never, ever thought I was going to be a stand-up comedian.
Well, good,
Well,
because you
it
gave
sounds
up.
like you're going the Drake route anyway. So, I think I'm done more acting. I think I'm done acting. I'm more in touch with the music. That's it. Drake, Take Care. I believe the song is Look What You've Done.
Wow, he can,
thank God.
He is a good rapper. He can quote other rappers.
Most
Yeah, no, that's usually what defines a good rapper is the ability
you
to name a
can-
song on another rapper's album.
exactly.
Yeah, no,
honestly,
that's all it takes.
And I shit you not, most good rap music are like references to other rap songs,
Right.
And just picking up on like what's hot now, and then or bringing shit back into the zeitgeist. I swear to God.
I believe you. You said you had something for me earlier. A second ago, you said I have something
Yeah,
for
I
Harrison.
do have something for you.
What?
Do you know what it is?
It's probably a how dare you.
It's how dare you. It's how fucking dare you.
the first live witness to a how dare
No,
youing.
He told me about it before, and I was going to do it.
Yep. And I
Oh.
noticed that we only have 8 minutes left, and I was like, I don't think Nate remembers.
Oh, I was going to do it.
Oh, you were gonna do
Yeah,
it?
I
you just-
still remembered. Yeah.
All right. Well, we have 8 minutes.
Oh, how
So-
dare
Damn.
you?
It's never happened. But oh
In
man,
reverse, how dare you?
I've never. Oh God, I feel
Why?
what you feel now.
So,
I love you.
Nate, I know I don't need you guys to love me back.
Okay.
I had a nice
How
moment of
dare you.
love, and
You
I
wanna
know it's
talk
okay. I
about-
know you guys love me.
I know what you want to talk about.
I want to talk about. There's 2 things I want to talk about. You started in the DaBaby music video,
Yes,
like
I did. That was
7 or 8 months ago,
No, it's like a year.
a year ago.
It came out.
Was it a
yeah.
year ago?
And it just
Yeah,
was
it was
right
a
after all the homophobia stuff came out about DaBaby, and then he
Yeah.
really.
And I was like, I called all my friends when I got that gig, and I was like, dude, do I do this or is this gonna like really hurt me and people are gonna think I'm homophobic?
Definitely do it, and then just keep living your life. Nobody will think you're homophobic.
Well, no one gave
Yeah.
a shit from the video. It has like millions of views, and I didn't gain any follower, like nothing. I thought I was gonna get so much more clout from it, honestly.
But you did. I mean, you are prominent in the video.
I
You're
had,
like the
I
star
had so
of the
many lines.
video,
Oh my
yeah.
god! So I'll tell you the whole story. So
Please.
my agent calls me and
He's got an agent. You know that?
Oh my god!
I know. I'm aware. I don't think it's nearly as cool as you do. So
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we're in Los Angeles. Everyone has an agent. Like,
I'm out here on my own.
You don't want an agent. You don't want to act.
you don't act.
I'll keep dancing.
You actually
on my
specifically
own.
say that you refuse to do anything but comedy.
I'd like to have a comedy.
Doing this
manager
podcast, you were
/ agent.
like, if we do this podcast, I just want to do the fucking talking and nothing else. Like you,
I stand by that.
and you stand by it. So
Yeah.
yeah, you don't need a fucking agent.
You're a fool. You're a fool.
All right.
All right. My agent calls me, and I'm hanging out with my friends.
Cool.
It's the 3rd of July, and we decided to partake in some hallucinogenics.
Okay.
So I'm like
extracurriculars.
I'm like tripping balls, and I'm like, oh god, my agent's been calling me like off the hook.
Yeah.
Oh no, like
Yeah.
I hope they're not letting me go, because that's always my first thought anytime my agent hits me up for some reason.
Right.
I don't know why.
So it's not to.
It's
like,
not
they're
for a
gonna
role. It's
drop
always
me?
like, oh man, they're gonna drop me right now. This
Yeah,
is it.
yeah.
This is the drop.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because it's like they love me and I love them. Anyway, and then I finally get the call, and they're like, they send in your measurements. They need your measurements for this thing.
Didn't
know what it was.
Yeah.
I don't have a
like,
tape measure big enough.
red Michael
They're like-
Jackson
they were
jacket,
like-
too tight.
I was like,
Okay.
perfect. I was made for this role. Now they go, it's Stranger Things inspired. And I know Quicksilver just did a line with Stranger Things for clothing. So that's what I thought it was. I was like, oh, cool. Stranger Things clothing line.
Sweet.
Maybe that's what it is, you know?
Mhm.
And then they said, okay, the director's going to call you tomorrow, which was the 4th of July. So I was like, okay, sure. I'm like partying at the 4th of July. I'm like, okay, I have to like not get too crazy at this party
Yeah.
so I could talk to the director and like, you know, hopefully, you know, do this thing. And I got on with them, and then they tell me what it is on the 4th of July to what to do. And we shoot the next day.
July 5th.
On July 5th. Yeah, on July 5th for DaBaby's new music video for Boogeyman.
Do you think he
Which
was
is-
hungover?
I don't know. He was honestly like really nice and like really like very much the opposite of what I expected out of what the media made him out to be to be really honest.
Sure.
He was like a really humble and nice guy when I met. Like I didn't talk to him that much, but he was like, "Thank you so much for being here." You know, like, "Oh my god!" Like we
My
can't do it
assumption is
without
that
you.
most people are way different than however they're being portrayed.
Yeah, no, me too. Yeah, no,
That's my
totally.
assumption.
No, I agree. Sometimes worse than what they're being portrayed, though. Too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
sure,
just
sure,
different,
sure. Yeah.
But he was really nice. But anyway, so they're like, yeah, we're shooting in Pasadena, like at this house, this like haunted house, because the song's called Boogeyman, and it's like this spooky kind of like video. And oh my god, they're pulling it up right now. That's me. I'm like in like one of the first shots. And yeah, they
Wait, that's you?
That's me right there. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You're gonna be so mad.
I didn't even know
thought that was a fat girl.
Oh no, that's that's funny because I'm really trying to channel big titty
People often
goth
say
chick.
that.
That's kind of what I'm trying to channel
presented
this
with
year.
Nate's silhouette.
Yeah. Oh damn. I look like a big titty goth chick.
What? Okay. Sorry. The rest of the video is good though.
It's just that one shot. I didn't even know I had lines until I got there. They're like, "Here are your lines." I had like so many lines. I'm like,
so many lines. Like,
I mean, have you not seen the thing?
yeah, I have. No,
All
you
the
speak.
lines.
Sorry,
I mean,
sorry, Andy. Yeah, you speak. You have a very active role. You're the
I don't
main
think we're gonna be able to
character.
put this on YouTube. Side note.
you could probably put like 20.
It's literally
The
on
first
there.
like couple
of it.
seconds. Yeah.
you can.
No,
Just
but we
get a good
can't.
clip of me
Yeah.
from it. Yeah,
I've
you
only
can.
put up a few seconds of it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you can.
Did
Anyway,
you get Nate walking down the thing?
You
Yeah.
should.
Yeah, that's the part.
Looking like a
That's
fat chick. The part where he looks like a
the
fat chick.
best-
Did you
no,
get that?
mean the
best
fat
part-
woman?
The best
Yes.
part's when I'm.
He
Sorry.
thought it was a fat woman too.
Sorry. It was actually Nathaniel. Hi guys. All right.
But yeah. So I mean, it was kind of crazy, and like there was all kinds of cool characters on set.
Mm-hmm.
It was like also kind of a diss track to Megan Thee Stallion. So
Was
there's
it?
an actress in there who like is supposed to look like Megan Thee Stallion, which I thought was funny.
A fat
And
chick.
I had this.
No, is she not fat?
No, Megan's thick. It's with 2 C's, 3
Yeah, it's
C's.
way different. Dude.
It's way different.
All right, cool. She's fat. That's fine.
No, PHAT.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It's okay to be fat. First of all, why do
Yeah.
you have to say to that?
I have fat
town?
friends. Come on,
Yeah,
it's
I'm your-
fine.
I'm your
Fat
token.
farm?
I'm your
Yeah.
token fat friend.
Yeah, and dude, once a year, you're my token black friend too.
Oh my
when you dress up as young Michael Jackson.
God damn, man.
He's only done that He did that a long time ago.
Shut up.
Oh my god! This is gonna come out. This is gonna come out. They're gonna be like, "Did you guys hear about when Nate? I'm gonna get canceled."
Harrison told me to shut up, and I want that cut out.
It was funny.
I can't have the audience knowing that he does that.
swear to
They're not-
God.
They don't need to know.
I swear, and I'm not a bitch, but I swear to God, we're cutting that.
It's so funny that he said he's not a bitch.
While acting like a bitch.
Well, acting
right?
like a bitch.
Yeah,
You're
I
kind
know.
of a
That's
bitch. You're kind of a
crazy,
bitch,
dude.
which is fine.
Yeah.
It's like being fat.
This
It's
is
okay.
part of it.
It's okay.
I'm acting.
Yeah.
I could be a great actor.
It's the first time you've ever acted.
I've never acted. I've only ever been my true self. Okay, more on you.
That's true. You actually you are.
Shut up.
No, you are though. You are. You are.
This is
always-
poor Trisha.
I know. I like
We've
that.
said it.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, long story short, it was a
that.
crazy fucking shoot. I was with the DaBaby, and he was in full on fucking green makeup. So
Right,
I
he was like
never met him out of
goblin.
makeup, which was hilarious. Always looked like a goblin when I met him.
So wild.
Shook his hand, and he was in full goblin mode.
He's going to get canceled for green face.
Green face. He was in green face.
Who's he discriminating?
It was crazy. Also, there was
Jews.
this house was like this old Victorian house, dude. And fucking, you're laughing because he said he's discriminating Jews. It's like, no shit, he's a rapper.
No,
Because of the green face.
Green
The
face.
color of money, babies.
Oh, I was gonna pick like
You just thought it was
corn, like plant life, like
Yeah, that was him right there. Yeah,
That's him
it.
right there, yeah.
Yep. That's
nice.
him.
Who's
Got
that
a couple
cool
of
goblin
schmeckles
man
around his
with
neck.
sunglasses? That guy's cool.
That guy's cool.
That guy's
that
fun-
guy. That
Not
guy
that
fucks,
the
dude.
baby's great, but
Dude,
that
that guy-
guy's fucking.
That
cool.
actually looks like the people that were at that show we did.
That's actually that's actually just me if I grow my hair out.
That's you if you lose weight.
Yeah. That's the best I'll ever look.
Oh, dude.
There he is on set.
So this was a good shoot. It was a good funny thing that we
It
all
was
got
super
to laugh
fun.
about.
Yeah, it was super fun, super cool. I mean, it was like definitely the most prominent thing I've been in. I think. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
I mean, it's got a lot of
probably.
views. It's definitely like you've
Yeah.
been mistaken for a fat woman by millions.
Yeah, so many people are watching it. Like,
Only
damn,
the
girl,
opening
damn, that girl thick. She
Yeah.
ain't skipping meals.
I mean, first impressions are kind of everything, Chris. So
Yeah, I mean, it is a shame that it's the opening scene that you're walking down those stairs, but
That's
You know.
funny.
shut up. That's gonna be my how dare you, is I'm gonna tell you to shut up
tell
once
him to
every
shut-
episode.
I will quit the podcast. I swear to God. Okay. I won't quit.
Okay, so we have a couple minutes to all tell our worst bomb. Do we have time for that, studio?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, we have shit to cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Namely,
Dude, shut
Shut
up.
up. You should shut
Dude,
up.
will
You should
just
shut up.
Shut up
Because
already?
now you're making me want
yeah,
to tell
dude,
you
you're
to
making
shut
me
up.
uncomfortable.
sorry, I know I'm not supposed to hit the table.
I didn't want to make you shut up, but
Yeah. Now I
you
have to.
Yeah, now you have to.
No, I think you should go
'Cause
first.
now
What's your
it's a
worst
thing.
bomb? I want to know
Yeah,
your worst
yeah.
bomb, Chris.
I do
My worst
too.
bomb?
Yeah, what's your worst bomb?
My worst bomb is a joke that I do already. So,
Still? You're committed?
Yeah.
Oh,
like-
tell the story
like,
of
do I
your
still
worst bomb. There's got to be one that's.
I have to try to tell the story without, because the bit is so ingrained in my head. I have to try to tell the story without doing the bit. I got booked on a show. I was like a year in, and I got booked on a show that I wasn't supposed to be on. Like I wanted to be on. My friend ran the show, and they had big names. Sam Morril was on the show. Taylor Tomlinson was on the show. My buddy Shafi Hussein, who has since blown up and is like a regular at the Comedy Cellar, was on the show. Bunch of people, and then me. And I was nobody, but I knew the producer, and I begged her to do it. And so I got up, and it was a themed show. So you had to do. I was supposed to do the sex related show, but that was the following week and I was going on vacation. So they put me on the religion show.
Oh no!
And I was like,
Talk about poor preparation.
I didn't have 5 minutes of regular material at the
Right.
time. And so I'm frantically, like, I thought I had some sex stuff. I was frantically writing some religion stuff. And then I got some advice. They were like, dude, just do good at the show. All that matters is that you fucking do good.
Like, don't worry about the theme too much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I took that advice to heart, kind of. I was like, okay, I'm going to do 2 jokes of my best shit and then work in 1 long religion bit and then 2 jokes of my best shit to close out.
Yep. Smart.
5-minute set. I get up and my first joke fucking bombs hard silence. It's sex based. I'm in a religious crowd. Fucking silent, dead silent. And then I'm like, that was fucking weird. And then fucking keep going. And then I start getting into the religion shit. And I basically call Jesus a waiter. And and I'm like, yeah, I was like, Jesus would have been a great waiter, because he'd be like, can I get you some water? And then he'd never come back because he died. Or it'd be like, or he'll be back in three days, and everyone would be like, "Where's our waiter?" That was the bit. It didn't fucking work. It didn't even work here.
Yeah,
and then, I mean, I'm a better comic now. Not that much better. So, and then I do my big closer, which at the time was about my mom's tits. So it just like, God, it couldn't have gone any worse. And then I was really dejected. And then this guy Shafi that I was talking to you about, we both started roughly around the same time, and he has since blown up. But it became very clear to me in that moment when he got up and started murdering that we were the same like age in comedy, and he obviously knew what he was doing, and I clearly did not.
Yeah.
And so that hurt. And then I'm in the green room sulking, and then an audience member comes into the green room, and he's hanging out, carrying on with everybody. You've heard the bit. Yeah, you've heard the bit.
Keep telling us.
Yeah. So this audience member's hanging out in the green room, and like everyone's not bothered by it. And then the host comes in, and they're like, "Hey, you're not a comedian. If you're not a comedian, you can't be in this room." And the guy points at me, and he's like, "If that guy's allowed in here, I'm fucking staying." and they were like, "Yeah, dude, you're right. He sucked. Let him stay." and then the host goes, "Hey, Chris, so like, yeah, he's taking pictures with people," and they're like, "Yeah, dude, we're not gonna pay you." And I fucking and they had me leave early. It was a rough. It was
Damn.
so bad.
That's a rough bomb.
Yeah.
Did they say they were gonna pay you ahead of time?
I honestly don't remember,
No, because
but
you
it's
like
funnier.
dropped in because you were like begging to be on the show, right? So you
Yeah, I probably
weren't-
wasn't going to get paid anyway.
Yeah,
Yes,
you probably weren't gonna get paid anyway, which I guess is me being nice.
Yeah.
When I really just want to make you feel worse. No, that was dude. That is actually one of my favorite bombing stories.
But so that's my big bomb story, and it's honestly never been as bad since, and that is because you lose all hope, dude. You lose all hope in that moment. Yeah, once you lose all hope, you can only go up.
It's funny that your mom's tits was your closer because that's actually my finisher. If you know what I'm saying. Hey, all right. What's your worst bomb story, Nate?
I was at the Hotel Cafe. And which those shows, I do these shows sometimes at the Hotel Cafe, and they're okay. They're like, you know, it's a cool venue, which is like cool. The Hotel Cafe is like legendary. Whenever I perform there, not always, but I'll do a show.
Cafe?
It'll be like, yeah.
I've gotten drunk in a lot of hotel cafes.
It's funny because it's not a hotel or a cafe. And,
I know that's every
like
time,
one of the places
every
I'm
time I
like-
was invited there before I went there, I was so confused.
I know,
And when
every
I
time I
showed
go-
up, I was just like,
Can't-
oh, it's just a spot?
yeah, you can't get a room, can't get a coffee. It's
Yeah.
like, what is
You
this
can't get a
place?
room or a coffee at the Hotel Cafe?
Yeah, it's
No.
like, what is this place?
Change your name.
And
I
you can't get a hooker either.
Wait, what?
Well, you should see him at a cafe, man. This guy at a cafe, dude, balls out on hookers.
Dude, that's crazy.
But yeah, dude, and it was one of those shows where everyone ever of my friends and family were there. My mom came even, and like
Bombing in
my
front of your
friends.
mom.
In
No,
front of
even
the
worse.
family is
Even
worse.
worse.
Mom bomb?
It was like
Yeah.
my mom was there, some friends that I hadn't seen in like since high school. I was like, oh, we're so excited to finally see
So
you.
they still think you suck. by the way.
Childhood friend was there.
Yeah.
This girl I used to fuck, I like invited her. I was like, come on.
Oh.
And I had like this crazy story that I was like trying to work into a bit. And it was like, I had like, again, I was on hallucinogens. And
Wait, you were high at the show?
no. The story that I was trying to tell at the show was
I see.
about being high and bumping into my friend's mom who I hadn't seen in years. And I'm like super high. And I'm just like, how's everything? She's like, well, I have cancer. And I was like tripping balls in a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm very well going to die.
How many
She
months
like
to
passed
live?
away.
7 or
She like
11?
actually did pass away.
Oh, Jesus.
Rest in peace. So, and I'm trying to tell this story,
We
and
gotta
it's
stop
not.
kissing
It's
people
like
goodbye.
I'm just saying.
As a general rule, Stop kissing people goodbye. Okay.
So anyway, so I'm like trying to do this bit, because I think that situation is kind of hilarious. You're high on drugs and somene's like, I'm dying.
Yes.
It's like, oh my god, worst case scenario ever.
Yeah, right.
Hilarious.
You're like,
really hilarious. Really fucking hilarious. And it's just like really just fucking crickets, like just silence.
Even your mom, no
Even
laugh.
my mom, dude. No, my mom. Okay, so then, well, yeah, I'll tell you. But then, like, so then, I get off. Then the worst part is that I was like, all right, fuck, I'm drowning. Like, all right, back to the old shit that I know works.
Right.
And I'm like starting to do it, and I get the light, and the guy who runs it, Michael, who's my boy now, but he was like doing this thing,
wave
where you
the
wave
light.
with the light,
Get off the
get
stage.
the fuck off the stage. I was like just about to win them back too, because
Were you?
because my old stuff, because my old stuff brought me back. They were like, oh, this is
They
funny,
started to lighten up.
like one of my oldest jokes, the masturbating with ADHD joke.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my god, they're like fucking like brought him back.
Yeah.
And then he was like, get the fuck off the stage.
Damn.
So I get off the stage and I'm like super defeated, and the girl that, she was like, that was okay. Like, you're good. I was like,
That was
you're
okay.
fucking lying. Like, she's like,
Kind of like
I
the
was
booth.
It's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly. I was like, you're lying. And then my buddy was like, dude, that wasn't that bad, dude. Like, you're Mike Mayhem. He was like, bro, it was cool. It was fine, whatever. And my mom was like, tough night, huh?
Which is like the best.
My own mother was like,
No, but that's
kinda
good,
fucked up
dude.
tonight,
I
dude.
like
I
honesty.
appreciate her honesty.
No, I
Because
do
it's like
too. I
we
do
know
too.
when we do
Yeah,
bad.
I'd
It's like,
rather
I
be
don't
told
need,
that was shitty
Yeah, I don't
than
need
the
someone
fake.
to try to
But the-
convince me otherwise.
But my favorite part for me was the funniest thing to me is this guy. He comes up to me and he's like, "Hey man, that was really cool. Like, good set." And like he it sounded like he meant it for him,
Yeah.
but like obviously I was like so defeated.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Hey man, nice set." And I just go, "Fuck you, dude."
Yes.
I literally
Yes.
I literally like tell him, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
And he just goes, meh. Just flicks his hands like you're right.
Like, yeah, you're right. I was
That was
lying.
really fucking awful. You know?
He was trying to
yeah.
do you a
What's up?
favor, and he's like, all right.
And I was
Trying to
like,
make you
dude,
feel
fuck.
better, and
that was the worst. And I don't think I went up again for like almost like.
Oh, it took
almost
you
a
out
month.
for a little
Took me
while.
out
See,
for a
the
little bit.
easiest way to get over it is to get back
go
on
back
the
up.
horse.
I know.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
You made the mistake of not going back up, and you simmer in that.
I simmered in it. Yeah, but I
mistake.
mean, I
Different-
went on to do cool shit. Anyway,
Went on to do
didn't
it
stop,
all.
It didn't stop me.
Yeah.
It didn't stop me.
Yeah.
But like
Now
it
you-
was,
Now you look like a
No, I look like I.
cow that's in the bloods. He's wearing a red
Yeah,
leather
Blood versus
jacket.
Crips for Trisha versus Nate. I'll
It's not a fat
do
joke,
mine
it's a
real.
leather
I'll do
joke.
mine real quick, and we got to get out of here.
Yeah, we do have to get out of here. Sorry, guys.
Sorry for touching the
Bill us
mic.
for the extra 20 minutes.
My worst bomb ever in college. I had to do an extra credit thing where I had to go to a show with my friends to get extra credit for my performance arts classes.
Okay.
And so we went to this show, and it was an interpretive dance show. And the main dance troupe did an interpretive dance reimagining of the Columbine tragedy.
That's
This
the
is not
most
a joke.
college thing ever.
This is not a joke. This is not. I'm not exaggerating at all when I say they had flashes for fake gunshots. They had two people dressed up like the shooters, and then they had students getting fake shot on stage while interpretive dancing. And then when they would get shot, there'd be a big flash, and then it'd be like RIP, and it would be like a picture of the real person that died. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. My friends and I, we had drank a little bit, and we were in like the very back, and everyone was taking it like so seriously, and we were like dying laughing in the back,
Yeah.
and like, are you kidding? The interpretive dance reimagining of the Columbine shooting? This is insane. I couldn't believe it.
How is this your worst bomb?
How do you
Yeah.
bomb after that?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So I mean, I've been doing stand up for a while now, and I've never seen something worse than this show. I've never seen a worse performance. I've never seen a worse idea,
Awful.
put to stage. So the next night,
Honestly, I want to try it.
I had a show, and we were doing an improv show. We were also doing improvised stand-up, and we were doing it based on a suggestion. And, the crowd was full, and we had people doing their extra credit in our show. And I got a suggestion, and the suggestion I remember was chicken. And I was like, hey, everybody, I'm not going to talk about chicken. You know what I'm going to talk about? The interpretive dance reimagining of the Columbine shoot. So I'm at the college where this show happened, and I'm up there like talking
Bashing
shit,
it.
bashing it, being like, "This is you guys are never gonna believe what I saw yesterday. This interpretive dance show where they reimagined the Columbine shooting,
Yeah.
and it was crickets. Like nobody wanted to laugh, nobody thought it was funny.
Was
And
everybody in the audience?
So
Okay.
I tell the story, and then the thing I said at the end that got like kind of a chuckle was just, "What's next? The interpretive dance reimagining of 9/11?" And like that was like my big punch that I thought was gonna like bring me back, and it got like a couple laughs, but like didn't do well at all. So I get off stage, I'm like, "Oh fuck, that was terrible. I shouldn't have talked about it. I should just talked about chicken or whatever the hell." And then I get off stage, and somebody comes up to me, and then they go, "Oh, you know how your extra credit was to see that dance show? The dancer's extra credit was to come to this show." And then immediately I was like, it makes sense why they weren't laughing, but I'm glad I told them to their face that their idea fucking sucked. So that's my worst bomb.
It's good.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us on the Pleasure Well podcast this week. As always, I'm Harrison. This is Chris Wakus. This is Nate Adamsky. Listen to Nerves, Nerves, Nerves everywhere that you can.
By the Boland Underground.
Spotify, Apple Music. It's there. Listen to it. You can email us at pleasurewellpod@gmail.com if you want us to talk about anything or if you have any viewer questions.
Yep.
And
Also, check out Ghost Army via.
you
a
can't
link.
check it out
Yeah,
unless you hit us up. But if you want to
Vimeo
see
link.
Ghost Army, I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
Watch the Boogeyman music.
You have any shows? Anybody have any shows coming up? This is coming out next week. This episode's coming out next week.
I actually
Next
have
week?
I have a lot of shows next week, but also I just want everybody to know, if you are watching, I'm not high or drunk. My contacts are just acting up.
Yeah, you
Well,
look
now everybody
high,
thinks
though.
you were
look
really
so
high and drunk for this whole
You
episode.
look so high. He's lying. He's high.
We're all on a show at
high.
Naughty Pine Brewing on the 13th.
Yes,
I'm not
come
sure if
out.
this. I think that
Westlake
might be the
Village,
day this episode
California.
comes out. But Westlake Village, California,
And
will be a fun show.
then the band's playing the 15th in Ventura County, in Ventura on Main Street at the 6th from 6 to 9. That's Saturday the 15th. Come watch us play live.
Hell yeah, that's everything I want to plug.
Come
Thank
see
you
the
guys so
band.
much for joining us.
I want to plug.
Oh,
Plug?
yeah, let him plug.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought that was your plug.
So, the Vimeo. December 13th at 7 p.m. Naughty Pine, Thousand Oaks with these boys. December 13th, 8 p.m. Extra Critic Comedy at the Nickel Mine
You
down
did-
in Santa
You're
Monica.
going to leave our show to go do Santa Monica show?
I am, but we did talk about it
You're not going to
already.
hang out? My
I
heart's
am going to
broken.
cancel one of you. And then December 15th, which I believe is a Friday or Saturday, Fanatic
Saturday.
Salon. Okay. Showcase at the Fanatic Salon.
So you're not even
And-
going to my show.
So now you get to be the first person to join us in the way that we end
Yes,
every episode. We
yes.
got to make a whale noise.
Yes.
I thought your whale noise was going to be a lot more like ABC by the Jackson 5.
A whale?
No, he did it. It's awesome.
Oh, he did
Thank
do
you
it.
guys. Good night.
Thank you.